A story without a message is noise. A story with meaning is a movement.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work, an award-winning podcast where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everyone. So here we are once again. And hopefully you understand where we're coming from in this particular episode. We want to make sure that we are clear that you could tell a story without a message and then it can become noise. And what do I mean by that? Because sometimes I've heard people tell stories and it may not always land the way they insisted for it to. And so it's almost like, well, why would you bring that up? Or why would you say that? Or how does that tie into what we're trying to accomplish right now? And trust me, I've been there where I didn't always know how to connect the dots. And a story with meaning is a movement. So expressing to you that I, back in 2008, was laying on a hospital bed, ready to give up because of me dealing with stress. What does it mean to you? It just means I was there dealing with stress. It means that I was at a real critical point. But I want to let you know right now that each and every one of us has dealt with stress on various levels. And I'm pretty sure that each one of you has dealt with it to a point where you might have struggled with it or whatever it is. But did you come out of it? Have you been dealing with it? Have you been managing it? So how does that word stress or the story connect even better? So don't just tell a story. Tie it back to your core message, your product, or takeaway, because stories stick when they teach. So if I had to tell you that story again, in that moment when I'm laying on that table, I had to come to grips as to why I was there. What is my real purpose in life? And am I reaching it? You know, God, what am I missing? So my core is I'm a church boy in my core, right? That's number one. Number two, I've been helping and advising and speaking to people all my life about what is their why and what's their purpose in life. Now I've had to answer that question for myself. And I'm pretty sure each and every one of us out there that is listening to that right now, that we've had that moment that might have turned the tide to say, all right, I'm in this position. Here is my why, and this is where I am, and this is where I'm going, and this is the fuel that pushes my passion to another level. So if we are looking at us telling our story and tying it back to our message, our product, or a key takeaway, Because the key takeaway in that is that, yes, I was in that situation, and just like many of you who felt down and out, felt like that idea that you had was dead or about to die, or that dream you had was dead or about to die, or, that relationship or that business partner or that particular job or whatever it is that you had in your eyesight on, and you felt like it was stressing you out and you didn't understand where to go at that particular time. But in this moment, you realize, I'm doing it for a higher cause. I'm doing it for a higher purpose. It's not about me. It's about what the God that each and every one of us may serve in our respective places and spaces. And even for those of you who are non-believers, but whatever that higher being or higher calling is, and higher place of vibration might be, even for yourselves, what is that purpose and why you're here in this moment? That is something for you to take away, that, hey, you know what? You're here to show someone else that they can still make it through. You're here to even show yourself that you can still make it through. So when we're looking at this and we're looking at how these moments can move individuals to say, you know what, I can become a podcaster. I will become a podcaster. If you can get through it, I can get through it. Because you have thoroughly encouraged me. You have shown me what the ropes are. You have given me some tips and tricks on how to deal with it and move forward with it. So now here's a situation that if I have dealt with that, you can deal with that. And the person that I talk to down the street can deal with that, and so forth and so on. The greatest form of legacy, in my opinion. Just keep moving along, because you don't know what you do today will eventually affect someone tomorrow. So why does this matter, and what is the key point that we're working towards? That stories without a purpose, they entertain. And some of us want to be great storytellers because we do want to entertain. We want to make people laugh, right? Because sometimes this world can seem so mean and cold and insecure or whatever it is. But let's not make that idea of, hey, we want people to laugh. That's not a problem either, because some people might need a laugh in order for them to get away from their pain. Because we're trying to move people away from their pain. Or seek pleasure, one or the other. But it's all moving away from pain, right? So stories with a purpose inspire and move people to act. So again, if I can make you laugh, if I can say to you that I've been through it, you've been through it, you can get through it as well. If I can give you the ideas of, hey, I did step 1, 2, 5, and 7, and you might have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but you can still do it. And I've only been able to skip because of certain people and situations that might have been in my life. But guess what? You could have done it. I mean, I know I could have done it, but I had the opportunity. But you could do it as well. And guess what? Here are the tools to get it done. So again, let's try to tell stories that has a purpose. Because even if I'm trying to get you to laugh, it has a purpose. Right? Let's not lose that fact. If I'm trying to get you to laugh, there's a purpose with that. So we're not trying to entertain. We're trying to inspire and move people to a new place in their life. And I believe each and every one of us has it within us. We just need that one person to say, you can do it. Thank you very much for listening today.
Thanks for listening. Follow Maurice Chisholm on social media to stay connected and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work. Or will it?